Hello and welcome back to Avowed. We have pretty much explored most of Shadowscarp here. We've only got this area and this area left, and then I believe the rest of this is inaccessible. So we might explore the rest of Shadowscarp today, although I'm meaning the bottom part, the bit that isn't main quest part up here, which is in my head separate, but I have realised now is actually completely part of Shadowscarp, so I don't know why I was discounting it. Anyway, heading over here, just doing a little exploring of the area around the oasis before we move on. I thought we had hit an invisible wall, but actually I hit this tiny little rock. Almost the same thing. Just assuming there were enemies nearby if it's put these, or that little bit of grass there. Yep. Got him. Hit him around the corner.
Let's see what you got.
And hit him.
Next one's mine.
And you're dead. Oh, there it is. I have realized that I'd have so much more of a problem with this game in terms of its I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Like, I'd have so much more of a problem in terms of this game's combat if I was in melee combat. Because every time we enter combat, there is like a little bit of like lag with different effects going off, and it's a little bit like it's not super responsive. I think that would really annoy me if I was playing a melee build. Playing a ranged build, I'm like, like, especially our current ranged build where we just blow everything up. Like, that doesn't feel like that big a problem to me. Although, now that I think about it, the build that we've got does have a lot of effects going on, so maybe like it's partially to blame for what's happening. I thought I heard loot here. I can vaguely hear loot, but it might be over there. Can I hear it down here? Vaguely. But yeah, it must be up there somewhere. Alright. But yeah, I think that could annoy me. But luckily, we're in the class that we're in, which is working pretty well. Just want to check the route back here, make sure we've explored it before we move on. Ooh, happy that I decided to do that, because there's this whole area up here I missed. Right. Over there. Grab the loot. Ah, some stuff to sell. Some extra money off of that as well. I think I just discovered a secret. Let me test this. So, when I ran off here, I didn't hit that. But if I jump... Yeah, so if I jump, it auto does it, right? I didn't press any other buttons? Yeah. When I ran... Ah, that might have been what caused us not to grab onto something last time. I didn't realize that if you just run without the jump, it doesn't actually grab onto it. You would think it's the same thing because you're falling either way, but I guess one of them it's like an intentional jump towards something, and the other one you're just kind of sliding off. So if you don't want to hit something, or if you don't want to grapple on something, you want to just run at it. That's the other conclusion from that. Alright. Down here, we're getting closer and closer.
Right
I think there are only 2 enemies here, so we'll just hit them. Blast it. Wait for our stamina. And kill it. And kill it. Got stuff from each of them. Up here. I have this little camp. Ooh. Spoiled apple. Ah. All of that. Some... Ooh, another potato. More stuff here. This must have just been like a merchant's camp that was then taken over by the Dream Scourge. So that's that side of things. There was a bit back here we haven't seen, but I think that's the desert, right? Yeah. So that's here. Work our way back over. I'm trying to figure out whether I can hear loot here. I don't think I can. Maybe the Dream Scourge effect, like that kind of weird effect, is the same like sound as loot. It's the same kind of ringing. What's this quest? Chico asked you to meet their elderly uncle, yes, and he wants us to go here and then find the heart of the Leviathan. Alright, yes, this is the quest for the other hero. So is there a way up here? No? Let's follow this all the way around then. Maybe there's a way in from the back. Try not going in the front door for once, in terms of our strategy. Nothing around here, though. Ah. There we go. Little chest for us to open. Nice amount of stuff in there. Remains of a statue. Could this be the place that we saw in our vision with the statue that we pushed off? It could be. Yeah. Although, I guess you didn't always have to do that, so it doesn't always lead to the same thing. Oh. No, I kind of assumed it was Nako to deck, but it could have been there. Ah. See one enemy. No loot in here. Continue to make our way around here. Nothing in this building. Nice. Oh, this guy's not even... he's not hostile. He's Coda. Oh. Hello, Coda. And Dario.
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich? You're gonna kill us all. Wow's eyes. Who are you?
You just admitted to theft and murder.
Hey, first of all, we only bled that merchant a bit. Still quite alive when we left him.
I don't like this, Dario. This is how we get ourselves killed. First you said we should come to the Living Lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due. It was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Kuta bow. If it bothered you that much, you should have said so.
So you're the bandits the constable wants dead. This must be the other quest in this area. Let's say, are you two done? Surrender peacefully and no one gets hurt.
Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened. Shut up and draw your blade already. We can argue after we kill this sanctimonious little shit.
So rude. I gave you a chance to live. You chose wrong. Over here. Hold him still. That gets us a taunt. Electric. Ice around me. Ice. Fire. And boom. Not dead yet. He has a lot of health. And another one. Fireball. That's the bounty for Coda and Dario. I guess we could have handed it in peacefully had we, like, had enough might to pass the might check. Cool. So that is that quest that we just accidentally did. Oh, I actually went past the ruins that we wanted to be at. Oh, I see. Suggesting there was a way into some ruins nearby. I can't see what it is, unless he just meant this bit. There's one, and he said it's only one dungeon. I can kind of hear loot over here, but not very clearly. Maybe it's up above? Well, we can get up above, but there's no loot here. Well, we can climb up here. It's an interesting way to go. I see. Hit him. Ice. Killed that one. They have no idea where we are. Hit the high priest. Aim low so that those will turn around the corner. Oh, I'm out of stuff. Zap. Down here. Keep hitting them. Nope. That's them both taunted. Ice. Electric. Bunch of essence regen. There we go. Cool. Killed that one. Now grab all of the different bits of loot we've got down here. Wonderful. Climb up the ladder. And run into the pot. Just gonna make our way back here for a second. Just make sure we haven't missed anything on the way. Before just advancing. Could hear more loot back there, but... What's this say? Doesn't... I think it probably says something like keep out. But that's fine. We can't read their language, therefore we don't have to follow their rules. That's the way it works, right? Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Hit him. Big bit of ice. And then we just attack from far away. That one is now dead.
Just a minute.
Very dead. Perfect. And here... Here's something in this bit. Ah. And then out here we've got the Hylia... Oh, that's the Admeth's Writ, not Hylia's Talon. It's the one that's upgraded from that. There's the loot. Wonderful. In here. I am going to do another map check in a second. Map check. Good. Right. Now we can head in here. That's a little bit better in terms of amount of exploration done. So now we're heading into here and properly exploring this without thinking of all the things that we've left behind us. Right. So I could hear loot up there. Ah. How am I getting to that? On the outside? No. Up the rocks? Yep. That works. Have you noticed that in this zone they've barely asked us for lockpicks? Like, it's like each zone we go through, they ask us for less and less lockpicks. It's almost like it's some kind of joke by the developers. They're like, yeah, you know in the first section how you needed all those lockpicks? Well, now you're obsessed with them. And we're going to give you no more doors to lockpick. It's also weird, and in the first zone, they had doors that you had to like lockpick to get through, which is fine. But in the second zone, they changed it to basically be doors you have to lockpick to get through, or you have to get the key via doing the full quest, which like just completely invalidated that whole side of things. Which again, it's just like, well, what was the purpose of like why do you have lockpicks in the game? I still don't entirely understand why they have lockpicks in the game. It doesn't... Like, I don't think it adds anything to the game to have lockpicks. Like, lockpicks, I think, work best in a game where you want to give people a risk that they could get caught lockpicking, right? So you would maybe put a lockpick here, and then have it be like, well, there's an enemy that you really can't fight next to it, and you'd go around, it's like, I'm in a lockpick, but the enemy might find me, right? I think that would be interesting. The problem is, if you just have lockpicks just be another way of opening chests, the question quickly becomes, is this just a thing to make me go into shops to check for lockpicks? Like, what's the gameplay loop you want me to follow with lockpicks here? You know, there's not even a mini-game, you just hold down the button. Right? It's literally just, can you hold down the button? To which the answer should be yes. I would hope for most people the answer is yes to that. But anyway. Yeah, that was the way you were meant to get up there? Oh. Alright then. Can I jump up here? Yep. You got the magnetism to jump us up. Around here. That's a weird route. I don't think there's anything along there. It's just a weird route. And keep destroying the pots on either side. Over this way. Over this way. You can hear things up above, or like up there. See, like this. What's the danger of me opening this chest? This chest right here. No enemies nearby, right? No enemies. We can just jump around here all day. This is basically just a check to see whether I got 3 lockpicks at the shop. I did. So I opened the chest. And again gave me crafting material. It's like, okay. It's not like I'm having to choose between buying lockpicks and something else. They're so cheap. It's very odd. And if there was a limited amount of lockpicks in the game, well then it starts to become like more of a question, right? If there's a limited amount of lockpicks, like, ooh, do I unlock this or do I unlock that? We kind of had that in the first zone, right? We had so few lockpicks, we had to decide what we wanted to unlock. Now, we have unlimited lockpicks, so it's like, well, I don't know, I'll just unlock everything? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, lockpick ran over. Back to this, your usual programming of me just running around destroying boxes. Right, up here. Cool. Ah, yep, another lockpick. That was 1 lockpick, by the way. I would think that there was already a challenge to, like, if they wanted it to just be an exploration thing, they already put it over a jump. It already involved you having to, like, go out of your way to find it. You don't necessarily need, like, a double check to be like, oh, did you also explore all the shops? Because the answer is yes, I did explore the shops. There aren't that many of them. I guess it could also be, did you loot enough? Maybe it's a loot check. Did you fight enough enemies? I guess if you're not fighting enemies, maybe that's the check, because some enemies drop lockpicks, and if you're not fighting them, maybe there aren't enough in the game. But why wouldn't you fight enemies? It's your only way of getting XP. Or, like, it's your main way of getting XP outside of quests. I should say, it's not your only way, but, like, you only get XP if you fight the enemies. You don't get XP for walking around them or dodging them. So, anyway. I don't know. I'm just ranting while I wander around. Ooh, this looks cool, though. Right. Save, and... in here. More boxes to destroy. And we got the gate eye that we needed.
The thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Which means that the last one... Also, activating a level 50 and level 20 ability grants 5% damage reduction for 10 seconds. So that scales with level. That's cool. As in, by scales with level, I mean, it literally scales when you hit level 15 or 20, right? But it's encouraging you to use later game abilities. Which, in of itself, this is another, like, thought here. In of itself is weird, because that implies that the level 15 or 20 abilities aren't good enough by themselves. right? They don't justify their usage by themselves, and they need you to have another buff to use them. At least that's the way I'm reading it. Right. Cool. Open the chest. Ton of stuff there. It says that there's maybe another... maybe is like a real dungeon in here. Is this the way out? Yep. In the first zone, that would have been a lockpick. Oh. When I said my lockpick rant was over, I guess I lied. Right. And... destroy that. Destroy that. And let's go. I mean, I know the real reason there are lockpicks in the game. The real reason is that there were lockpicks and pillars. That's the real reason the lockpicks are in the game, and they worked much the same way in pillars. As far as I remember. I might be wrong, but I think that's how they worked in pillars. So I think the reason why they're in this game is because most of this game's base is, was it in pillars? And the answer for most of it is yes. Do not pull this lever under any circumstances. No, you know I'm lying. When I was walking away there.
You're one of those people who takes requests, not orders, aren't you?
Yes. Also, I love the fact that that just hit Kai and then he got the line. Because I don't think it would... I think it was meant to hit you, not meant to hit Kai. Oh, perfect. Right. I do like that kind of reactive thing in the game, though. Like, they had this in the... a bit earlier in the zone. I wonder if you can get this to hurt you. No. Once it's activated, it doesn't hurt you. Cool. But they... oh, there you go. Can I ignore the warning sign and pull the lever? Oh, because this... it only gave me it when I got hit. Oh, right. Cool. But no, they had that earlier in this zone with the thing that said, take one. And then we took two, and it was like, well, time to get him.
People's been busy. I should have known he couldn't sit still.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
In we go. Oh, he said he set traps, didn't he? And then I immediately got hit by a trap. Oh. Destroy the rock.
Near those when they fall.
Near what? When they fall? I don't know what he's talking about, and it's worrying me. Alright. Things to destroy. Oh, that's not something to destroy there. I think I can hear the loot up there. Yeah, I think it's further up there as well. Ah, I see. Hit him. Ice. Fire. Electricity. Try and get the ranger as quickly as possible. Or the priest, I guess, as well. That works as well. Knock him back. Big attack. Electric. Bounce. Break the guard. Someone's down. Ranger. Ow. Heal. Ow. Oh. Nice. Let's get a little bit more regen. There we go. That should go quickly now that we're out of combat.
We make a good squad.
More of this. Door is now open thanks to the electricity that we put through it. Bandit's journal. Rumor has it some old man Thirdborn has a bunch of treasure in an old godless ruin. Me and the lads are going to go find it. Damn, the old man left a lot of traps in here. Can't find the treasure though. Where's it supposed to be anyway? Mada swears he just heard a bear. I told him he's full of it. Bears don't live in the desert. Everyone knows that. Still, if he did hear something, we better be careful. I don't like the look of these
Bandits,
rooms.
probably. Bet they had no idea what to expect.
That's a good point. Bears don't live in the desert, and we've quite clearly seen a lot of bears here. I just realized what we're meant to do here. I think I understand it. We're meant to use these to get across. I saw that we could climb on them earlier and was like, I wonder if you can do something with that. Yes, and it's part of the mechanics is the answer. That's cool. That's the way it wants me to go, so I can ignore it safely and head this way. Destroy the boxes. And then this way. More boxes to destroy for more regen. Up here. Over here. Open the chest. Nice. Destroy the boxes. Get some money. Love the idea that you just left money up here. Like, you know, if they get through my traps, I gotta leave them a reward. Hit him. Fireball. Ice. Huge amounts of damage. I hit the chanter. Electricity. Bounce in between a lot of them. Hey, fighter. Hit him. Electricity. Got the priest almost. Ice. Ow. Just dip behind that for a second. Kill the fighter.
Felt that one.
Ice. Electricity. Keep attacking. Fireball. Right. Get the chanter. Keep attacking the chanter. Alright. Ranger down. Zap. Heal. Oh, she's at full health. Oh, never mind. That worked. Apparently this is the way it wanted me to go. Because it's telling me to go that way now. Ooh, and we leveled up. We got an ability point. I'm just going to wait for it to finish telling me about things, and then I'll, yeah. Then I'll go, into it. Right. Where are we? Character? Oh, I don't know here what we want. Probably perception, but like might's probably good again. We did have a might check we couldn't pass, but I don't know if I like the might dialogue checks. Let's take a point in perception. Cool. Up here. Blast it. And that got us the essence potion. Down here. Bunch more things I can destroy. That's definitely something that was a trap at one point.
All right. He's overdoing it now.
This is fine. My companions don't really understand this. They just run straight through it. Just crouch. My companions will activate everything. Open the chest.
There's not growing old quietly, and then there's whatever this is.
There we go. I was trying to activate the one in the middle as well, but I don't think I can get it there. Right. What's this? Oh, health potion. Nice. Open this. Inside bunch of stuff. Yeah, why would you put your treasure at the end of the dungeon when you could scatter it throughout the dungeon? So, like, that's just for thieves who can only get, like, most of the way through. I guess thieves might give up with the earlier treasure and they might be like, that's enough, I don't want to put my life in danger any more than this. Yeah, maybe that's got some validity to it. Maybe. Right. That's a pressure plate. Open this. Destroy those. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. I'm saying that mostly to my companions. That sets fire. Alright. That's good. Open that. Right. Climb. This takes us back to where we were earlier. And there's apparently a bit that we can get to by climbing here. More stuff. Including a bear claw on that person. Wonder if that's deliberate based upon what we saw earlier. It says the loot's above us, but there's also loot here apparently. Up here? Ah. I don't know where the stuff is over there, but we'll find it in a second. It says it should be in here. Bounty Hunter's Notes. First unfaded entry reads, it took 2 weeks to even get here from Paradise. Sure enough, the locals say he left about 2 weeks ago. No one's that quick. Wodaka take him. I've hunted him halfway to the white that wends him back. He has to turn up somewhere. Even he can't survive out in the desert alone. Second legible entry reads, found signs of life in some ruins. Park Runin. Old. Full of traps. Not his style. Back to the search. Whose style is it though? What kind of madman lays traps in a tomb? Keeps me out of the sun for now, but I'll have to watch my step. Several pages later, the last entry reads, damn it all. Knew I cursed it by writing about it. Caught my leg in a trap when I was looking for firewood. I'm not bleeding out in some shithole for a 2-skeet highwayman. No bounty's worth that. Leaving the supplies. Got to get back to Thirdborn tonight. And then still died in this room. Up here. Oh, it was a tripwire that we got, so it wasn't going to reactivate. So I didn't need to do that weird jump. I'm a little uncertain about this room here. Feels like this is the trap route. Most of this is the trap route, to be fair. It's just a dark room. It's good to be able to go into rooms that are dark and acknowledge that. Doesn't really help us. Right. Over here. Blast it. Nothing over here to blast. Stay down low, because that's not where the quest is, apparently. Cannot see a thing in that water. That water is very brown. Ooh.
Did I see something move up there?
Dirty brown key. Don't know what that's going to open, but he had me paranoid with the... did I see something move? Ooh, a ton of stuff. Blast it. Destroy more of this for some more regen. For regen we can get. I think I saw another area in here though, didn't I? No, I think I saw the same area from both sides. Yep. Cool. Go up one level. Just have a look here. Nothing's at this level. What about... Ah, there's something there though. That doesn't look like it's part of the quest. I just bailed on that jump right away. I was just like, that's not got nearly enough momentum to get me where I need to go. It just was not happening. Yeah, nothing we can latch onto there. You gotta come down from the other direction, I think, for that one. Or... wait, no, that's just the way up. That's fine. Jump. Around here. Up this way. Back down. Open the chest. More stuff. This is a very stuff-rich dungeon. There's a lot in it. Ooh. Okay, made it. It says there's an enemy over here. Is that true? Is there an enemy over here? Note to self, find a way to turn off flames. Steer clear until you figure it out. Ah. Well, I can open this with the dirty brown key. That looks kind of dangerous. What about the other direction? Ow. Just face plant into everything. Running in here. One of these buttons is meant to open the doors to the treasure, but I forgot which one. The other activates a flame trap. I hope you picked the right one.
The sign said the right would open the door, not the left. Well, who's ready to not believe any more signs?
Well, no. The sign said...
Oh, that's hot.
Yep. Ow. Completely tricked by that one. The sign actually said pick the right one. It didn't necessarily mean you had to pick the one on the right.
Have sand everywhere by the time we make camp.
What is that supposed to mean? What an odd thing to say. You're gonna have sand everywhere. Like, what's the implication? Oh, did that disarm the fire things up above? It may have. Maybe it means I can press the right button below again. This way? I'm gonna press the right one down here again. Nope, I can't. Okay. Up this way. So that's where the fire was. Oh, that's a bear. Ice. Fire. Keep attacking. Hold it still. Keep attacking. Bear dead.
Remind me not to make you mad.
Get it. Okay, this one didn't kill me while I opened it, which I guess is an improvement. Alright, so this takes us back around to another area. What's this? A winch? Sure. Up above? Is this the way to the fire? The way down from the fire, I should say. Sort of, yeah. Maybe. Oh, it seems to go a different direction. Right. Back down here. Let's go back to the fireplace. As in the place that had the fire in it. Then we'll figure out if that's another way across. This is a cool dungeon. It's got a lot of different routes through it. Lots of traps to disarm. And puzzles to do. Yeah. This one's better than some of the other dungeons. I did say, I think one of the things that this game shines at, actually, is that the dungeons are pretty good as a whole. 1, 2, 3, There we go. Figured it out. Now this one might be more difficult.
Oh, that's hot.
Yep. Is this something for me to throw ice against? No. What am I meant to do once I get here? There's just a way past the bear? Like, it's just another way past the bear? Yeah, and then you could sneak past the bear here. This is what I was saying earlier, right? Like, you could do this whole thing and sneak past the bear, right? But why would you? Because killing the bear gets you XP. It doesn't make any sense. The fact that it gets you XP fundamentally means that it will never make sense not to fight things. Unless, like, for a story reason you don't want it to happen. What's in Para's Promise? Para's Promise. There it is. Negates all physical damage from traps. Oh, cool. Also, critical hit chance increases with your total wealth. An excess of valuable gems are embedded into the outside of this thick golden ring. While it seems like it should be worth an emperor's ransom at first glance, closer inspection reveals that these gems are in fact pieces of coloured glass, and the ring itself is copper plated in a thin layer of gold. The only thing real about this ring is that the odd enchantment that grows in power as the owner's coin purse grows in weight. Though humble in appearance, there is a beauty to the simplicity of this decorated cord. 2 strips of leather, one dyed red and the other a natural brown, have been carefully twined together. A handful of trinkets dangle from the cord: whalebone beads, shark teeth, a fishing hook, and even a sulanet taken as a trophy from pirates. Though the promise this necklace represents was broken, the love and loyalty it embodies remain strong. Cool. Let's go back to camp. But cool. Right. That must mean that we're out of we must be either out of traps or we have one left.
Considering fought in Leviathan, I'm surprised it looks this good.
Yeah. Is this an umbar or? Oh, it's just a fake door. Oh, we open it with lightning, I see. We're totally going to get attacked here. But yeah, there's either one trap or there's 2 traps left.
I never thought I'd see it in the flesh.
We're going to see if there's a way of accessing it from a different side. Might be overly paranoid. That's a pressure plate, but the pressure plate opens the door. Oh, in which case we're fine.
Yes, of course. Everything but the treasure was trapped. How silly of me to assume otherwise.
That was exactly what I was doing. Oh. Well, called out, huh? Oh, hello.
Thank Aethys. I thought you'd never come out of there. I've been waiting for ages.
You followed me all this way. How?
Uncle Capo taught me a thing or two about how to survive. It's why he's always so... No, I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades.
Is this about the traps or something else I found inside?
What do you think? You have to put the heart back. Or take it away. Whatever you do, don't give it to him.
It's just a fossilized heart. It clearly means a lot to him.
No, it's not. Apparently, if you grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison. I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for.
Let's say Chico, I'm so sorry. I think we might still give it to him, but we'll say we're sorry.
I know he hasn't been himself lately, but I never thought he'd want to do something like this. He won't play Azatoa with me. He won't go out on walks with me anymore. He kept saying he didn't want to go out without being himself. I thought he meant leaving the house. You've got to put a stop to it. Any way you know how.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be so great?
The one that you're inflicting upon him, Sapadal, by the sounds of it. If he's sick, do you think it's the Dream Scourge?
It couldn't be. It wouldn't be. He's not soulless or mindless. Not like those people at the gates. He's still himself. Whatever it is, it can't be worth dying for.
We can't make any decisions until we talk to him.
Then we've got to go back. Right now. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know what to do. If you can talk any sense into him, Just hurry. I'll be there when I can.
Promise you'll be careful, alright?
I will. I'll see you soon.
Any thoughts? No. Yeah, why do I get the feeling that he's going to have turned? Like, I think the Dream Scourge is already going to have affected him by the time we get there, and it'll be a moot point. I don't see that they're going to let us make this decision. I don't think we're exploring that today, so let's just head straight to Thirdborn. Although, actually, we do have something to do. Well, there'll be people who want to speak to us after this one anyway, so. I was going to say there was a Giado did want to speak to us in camp, but we can do that as well after we finish the quest. Because I bet this will trigger at least one of our characters to talk. So, we'll see. Probably Yatsley. If I had to take a stab in the dark. Oh, also, I've got a bounty to hand in. That is true. Unspent ability point. That's also true. What did I take last time? I took this one. Yeah, I want the strong healing foods. Yeah, we'll continue going in that route.
Oh,
Bounty.
really?
That one.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Well,
See ya. That's the bounty done. More XP for doing that. And then head in here. Hello.
Godlike. Ah, back already? Have you got the heart?
We need to talk now.
Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking.
Come clean. Chico told me you wanted to end your life.
Damn that child to the depths! They were never supposed to know. I have the Dream Scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones.
So it is the Dream Scourge. That's why your journal stopped making sense. Let's say, how do you know? What if you're wrong?
Small things. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins. People say the Dream Scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nakai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan. I want to die as myself, on my own terms.
Hasn't this place seen enough death? You gotta seize every moment you're given, old man. You owe that much to Chico. You gotta give him more of a goodbye than this.
I think Capo has earned the right to make his own decisions before he no longer can.
You can understand that, can't you? Give me the heart. Give me this one act of courage.
Now, he does have the Dream Scourge, I think, because he said, worst of the dreams, sand swallowing Thirdborn of garden, vines eating at old ruins. That's Dream Scourge 101. So he has the Dream Scourge. So he is going to die, and it's going to be soon. So, I think, reasonably, we should give him the heart. Otherwise, we're just going to come back here later and kill him anyway.
Thank you.
Let's say it's your choice, not mine.
Chico will mourn me, but you've saved my Nakai a greater pain than they know.
Prune the dying bud. Return to the wheel. Start again. We ponder.
Good luck. You'll need it. Here, take this. You'll have more use for it.
Umpara's Spear. And a level up. Umpara's Spear. Power attacks launch a poison dart. Oh, and then 25% critical hit damage. This spear is a marvel of Rawatine engineering. The hollow haft of the weapon holds dozens of darts, and a delicate mechanism within allows the wielder to fire these darts. According to the original inventor behind the design, it was supposed to increase the adaptability and effectiveness of Rawatine soldiers, but this prototype was the only one of its kind ever made. No matter how much time and effort was put into refining the weapon, the inventor was never able to figure out a way for the wielder to fire darts from the spear without significant effort, much more than could be expected of a rank-and-file spearman. Cool. Also, I want to have a look at the quest for a second. So this one we know that's probably main quest. That's in the other area. Treasure map, we still don't know where this is, but we can probably figure it out once we've been in enough places. And then this is, yeah, in the other area. As in, it's in this area up here. So these three things are in that area up here. So this is probably where the treasure map is. What else have we to still find? Pargrunen Cache, that's likely in that area up there as well. Although there might be a passage through. I don't think there is, but there might be. And then Strangled Adra. That could also be in this area. Yeah. That makes sense. And then there's 2 fast travel points. Well, there's probably a fast travel point over here. And I guess the other one must be here then. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Cool. Right. Abilities. We got another new ability. Well, I'm going to take this one. Unlock powerful recipes for food with powerful effects. Cool. Seems good. And then the Tiranui. What are they going to say to me about this whole thing? You got anything more?
This damned sickness is getting worse.
I know you just talked to my uncle. You didn't give him the heart, did you?
I did. It wasn't our decision to make.
But how could you? You know what he's going to do with it.
We don't live in his body. We don't understand what he's going through. Maybe he's lucky. Not many of us get to choose how we go. Or I do. I'm sorry. I wish things were different, but it's still his choice. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Oh, God. I'm going to lose my uncle. And for what? His pride?
He is more than sick. He's dream scourged. He's trying to protect you.
Wait, there's Dream Scourge in town? That's a real problem. An actual, real, massive problem.
Not anymore. Not now that he's given Capo the poison he needs to kill himself.
Shit. I have to tell Temerty.
Damn you. Everything was fine until you poked your nose into it.
He still had the Dream Scourge.
I hope the sand swallow you and you never come back to Thirdborn again.
We're an easy target for their pain. Leave them be, Envoy.
He still had the Dream Scourge, though. I understand. But, like, we didn't cause the Dream Scourge to happen. What's this?
Said she wasn't feeling well. But this?
To stem the tide of Dream Scourge, this house is now off limits. Forced entry will earn you a swift toss over the town walls.
There was no way to know.
Oh. Is that new?
Like she was still there.
It might be.
Her body. Whatever the guards put down, it wasn't her. Koima would never hurt you.
Ooh.
Forgive me.
Okay. I don't know why it doesn't...
We still have stuff.
I'm going to say Temerty, but I don't know why it doesn't say Giata needs to speak to us anymore. Maybe that was only when we're in Paradise.
Thirdborn will last.
Actually, it might be because we're in Paradise. It might be a Paradise exclusive conversation, I guess. I mean, that wouldn't be out of the question. It could be, oh, this is where our people live now, kind of conversation. Yeah, it could make sense. Anyway. Kai.
Seeing Capo like that was hard, Envoy. He just given up, and we let him do it.
He had the Dream Scourge. You know what he would have become.
He still had time, and he should have held on to every minute of it. For Chico's sake, if nothing else. Capo owed them a proper goodbye, instead of just slipping away like that.
Okay, so obviously this conversation isn't about Capo, but he had the Dream Scourge, a contagious virus that will kill you and will cause you to kill your kin, and it's very uncertain about when it's going to happen. Are you suggesting that we let the child spend a lot of time with the person with the contagious illness? Is that your suggestion, Kai? Is that your path forward here? Because I don't think it would have worked. I'm going to say, wait, what is this really about?
Got lost in thought. Forget I said anything.
How well did you know Naoki and Hasui's squad?
I'd never met Naoki. Hasui arrived a few months before I left Thirdborn. I knew their squad mates better. Mariki was a ship's carpenter with the Rawatine Navy years ago. Came from a military family, but she never saw much combat herself. Manu was a deckhand on a pirate ship. Stopped in Thirdborn with his crew to resupply and never left. I don't think piracy suited him. Kiri, he was a sweet kid. Born shipboard to a mercenary captain who left him here and never came back. For the longest, I thought that was for the best.
I'm sorry you lost your friends, Kai.
Me too. Most of all, I'm sorry I wasn't here to better prepare them.
This wasn't your fault. They just weren't ready.
Because there weren't enough seasoned soldiers to train them. The Thirdborn's in dire straits if they're sending people like this out to patrol.
Alright.
Get the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
Cool. Let's exit here. Stick with the same party. And we are going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we've got the last little bit of the bottom half of this map to do. Then it's into the Park Ruin Ruins and into the main quest. So, thank you very much. Wait a second, Yahtzee wants to speak to us. Alright, so he wants to speak to us about the same quest, I assume?
I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die.
Let's say I mostly just feel bad for Capo. Yeah, I mean, he did know he was dying.
Of course. Even when it's expected, or even preferable, it's always a tragedy. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yahtzee.
Yeah, it almost feels like it would be better to have it be near the end and then be sudden. Having a disease hanging over you, and it's like, at some moment, you're gonna die. It's like, but it's gonna be slow, and it's gonna be painful, and it's gonna be horrible. It's like, you know, it'd be better to be like, I'm at the age where I should die, and then it's sudden, you don't know anything about it, you're not worrying about it, but anyway. Yes, you won't know till you get there. Wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom? I don't think you can ever be anyone but yourself, or we don't almost get a choice. Let's say, I don't think you could ever be anyone but yourself.
For better or for worse. But usually better. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling?
No? That's it?
Always a...
Right. Got here before they started to banter. And now is the point where we're going to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.